notice it.
I thought about just swapping out
Jack.
like a Siemens GFCI just to same shoe and same design. Why not?
Listen to you
Right.
guys talking shop. It's
Right.
adorable.
Isn't that cute?
Jackson, let's talk about theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
All my
you need
lines
a
and
glass?
stuff.
Okay. I'm just checking to make sure everything's freaking working.
Are the cameras
Mixler?
working tonight?
Yep.
Cameras are on tonight.
I haven't
Well, you
seen
never
how-
know how long, but they're on.
Right. I haven't seen how. How was your drive up? Safe?
Check.
Yeah, it was good. It no snow until like we pretty much just got here, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you brought your bike?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot it's in here.
Back.
Taking up freaking space.
Well, I tried to get it out of the way
Taking up
as much as I
space.
could.
That's kind of.
Talk about things that are taking up space. When was the last time you played your drums?
Yeah. Jeez.
I think
Sound like
Jackson
a
might
wife.
have actually played him last.
I probably was, yeah.
Let me see if I can. What time is it? It's full on
This is
6.
heaven.
It's 6:03.
Oh, that's good beer.
It's 6:03. Don't spill
What
it.
you drinking?
What are you having?
Chimay Red Label. That's their original beer.
Whoa.
It's like the Belgian version of what is that?
I have no cash.
There's a American. What is that?
Not
Red Label.
Budweiser.
No, not.
It's the king of beers.
The king of beers and
Champagne.
It's like Corona in
Champagne
Mexico.
beers.
It's like the
Champagne
shit
beers, yeah.
Miller is champagne of beers.
I am so running
Behind.
like a chicken with my head cut off because I got out really late. But
That makes
The girls just wouldn't stop singing.
what are you
Theater.
talking about?
Theater.
Are you saying it's all?
Somebody broke out in song and well, I guess we're gonna be here another half hour.
It's not Glee.
Oh,
Yeah.
I totally equate it to Glee.
Oh yeah, I figured you would. Hey assholes, we're recording.
There's Karsten. You know the voice of Cookie Monster, or the voice of Oscar the Grouch and Big Bird died.
If bicycles ruled the world, we would be your 700 club. Welcome to the Packfiller. I'm Pat Bulger. Jack just brought in I start the theme and all of a sudden out of nowhere he's just like, I'm gonna be the commentator on the whole fucking show. I'm running this ship, man. I see how it works. I'm Pat Bulger. It's my house, my rules. Cyclocross Nats are over, and nobody on this show raced a single moment of cross this year. So I guess we're gonna be your experts on analysis tonight.
I watched a race.
Yeah, I watched several races, but I didn't.
I didn't get to the elites.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
No, I watched the U23. Was that Saturday?
Yes.
well, let's get to that.
Yeah.
Let's meet tonight's panel. Number one, you know him. I've run out of superlatives. His name is Paul Main,
Hey, I've got my beer.
and it's
I'm holding it down.
he's holding
with
it
two hands.
still. Number two, you know him. He's the guy who's been talking since the theme. Jack Broadhead. How are you, man?
I'm great.
Uh,
Got Rolf today.
you got Rolfed?
Yeah, and some beef tissue.
Jake?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. Rolfing?
I'm getting realigned. My body structure is becoming one with my muscles for cycling season.
What is Rolf?
It's
I haven't even
Rolfing?
finished
It's a method.
introducing the show, and I
It's a
haven't even.
method.
Rolf.
Have
Is
you
this
ever-
like the Wim
Deep
Hof
tissue.
method?
No.
no.
What the fuck is
You've
Rolf?
never heard
Getting
of Rolfing?
Rolfed sounds a little
Get-
Yeah,
weird.
it sounds like somebody puked on you and you got
Obviously,
off on it.
this family, this household's never been Rolfed.
I have.
I don't.
Yeah, see, we've been Rolfed. We're worldly.
And he's been missing in action lately, but that was expected, so we're letting him off the hook. And I don't have to actually press the button for once to say, welcome to the show, Jackson Bulger. Hi. Hey, man.
It's getting creepier. every
That
time.
was an octave higher than
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
I think,
Oh, Karsten's trying to call you guys.
Wow.
Let's see if I can actually make this happen on this computer. I usually don't use this
good.
computer. There's his number. Let's see if it dials, everybody. Sounds pretty damn quiet, if you ask me.
Yeah, now Jack shuts up.
Yeah. Yeah. This
Hey,
is the time when you
so-
fill in.
How many? We'll talk
whose
about
leftovers
Rolfing.
are this?
That's his.
Oh.
That's my beer.
Can I pour it?
I've already got some.
You're not.
Empty.
Well, I'm trying to get Karsten up on here.
I just can't believe our saddle that's seen
It's
million.
a paperweight.
Yeah, it's the sweatiest paperweight ever.
Oh God, this is professional broadcasting, people. When I can't find
Let's fill in
Karsten's number.
what Rolfing is.
So it's a form of deep tissue massage. I haven't looked into the history of, is Rolf a German doctor that pushed on people really hard, but
Usually you do time for that.
yeah, in the 80s, I guess, or in the past, it's been known as such a deep, ridiculously painful version of a massage. But in talking to Jake today, they've kind of lightened up a little bit and aligned. It's more about his studio is more about body alignment. So he took a good look at me in my underwear and told me where to lay, and
Yeah.
just started. Have you been?
Yes, a couple. I've had two times.
Yeah.
I've been.
Hey, I'll tell you the one thing. Hi, Karsten.
Yo,
The one thing.
I'm trying to do this on my laptop, not my phone.
Oh, hey everybody.
Ooh.
Welcome to the program. I don't know if this will work at the same time, but we'll see. The one and only Karsten Hagen is back. You missed the theme. We didn't get to do the blah 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 thing earlier, but I'll stop that. How are you, man?
I'm good, although my speaker isn't working.
So you can't hear us?
I can barely hear you. But this is all. We should do an episode on the fact that old men can't handle technology.
Okay. Have you heard of what the fuck were you talking about, Jack, while I was trying to do my computer thing?
Yeah. So we were talking about Rolfing, Karsten.
Karsten,
have
do you
you
know
been
what
Rolfed?
Rolfing is?
Of course, he's been
He's
Rolfed.
laughing. He says, "Not since college, but I was really drunk."
Yeah.
Do you,
Yes, I know what rolfing is.
Well-
Vaguely. I just know that it involves getting touched by another person, which
Oh, you don't like
No.
getting touched by another human being?
This isn't a favorite
No.
featherly touch by any means.
When I was looking up at the ceiling, there's this heart up there that says "You are loved." Like a little
in the-
Valentine on the ceiling.
in the place where you're
Yes.
getting Rolf?
Yes.
This I can't handle
The
verb of Ralphing right now.
Not Ralph.
Rolf.
It's Rolf.
Is
Okay.
there
Yeah.
another
Ralphing's
sign
throwing
that
up.
says "You matter"? And
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, the other bonus, if you go to Jake, he says, "Go ahead and bring your beer. You can drink beer
Oh,
when you're."
It's
Getting
you know
rough.
what this morning when I got
I kid
up,
you not.
I couldn't.
Lost
I have a
fucking
hard
control.
time reaching my toe lately to put my socks on, just because I've been like really tight. And after that session, I just quickly put my socks on.
Really?
I went out into the lobby. I said, "Hey Jake, you wouldn't believe this. I put my socks on in
All
like
by myself.
yes." it was a pretty noticeable difference. So
I should probably get back to the introduction of the show.
Oh yeah.
we're way off
We are
topic.
live on Mixler. We are live on YouTube. You can see most of us, but you can't see Karsten. But that's
I'm trying. I'm
That's
trying.
witness protection, probably. So it's better that way.
Kind of looks like Big Bird.
Oh, I gotta say, Latvia is amazing this time of year.
What?
Remember he went on that European
Yeah,
trip.
he's hiding. So yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should play the game Where's Karsten?
Where in the world is Karsten Hagen? Gentlemen, to get to the actual content of the show, let's start with the news, shall we? First off, Cyclocross Nationals just wrapped up, and we should have at least all gone to have watched. Wouldn't we all agree, considering it was less than 300 miles away? But we didn't. But let me ask you, gentlemen, who in this room or on Skype actually watched?
Me,
How many events?
the men, elite men, and
That's it.
elite men and U23 men.
Yeah, I watched U23. I haven't watched Elite yet. Don't tell me.
I tried
Uh-oh.
to look up the race on YouTube.
It's like a guy
Somebody
named
won.
George.
Yeah. Jackson, you did?
I tried to look up the race on YouTube today, and I didn't have enough time because it was like a 7-hour broadcast. So I was like, I watched a 12-year-old win and then some like elite men's race.
I watched some of the junior races too. Yeah.
That's cool.
And I saw some local kids. Paul, did you watch?
I didn't see a moment.
A single moment. Well,
Not a
this is
single
going to be
moment.
really interesting coverage then.
Because it wasn't in Belgium. That's why Paul didn't watch.
That's right. I was watching the DVV.
He doesn't like cross.
And he's been to Belgium.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Hey, so has Karsten now.
wait.
True, I've been there.
Yeah.
Just
Even
recently?
saw a cross race.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. And
I did.
6 hour. Or what'd you watch? You watched some track racing too.
Okay, talk.
Yeah. So
Since none of us know shit about cross, let's talk about your trip, man.
mine.
Yeah.
Well,
Even though it's not
first
news.
First off, I'm going to add that I watched nationals today while Zwifting. So
Oh.
That helps.
I have to say, I will say before we get too far off topic again, I watched the junior coverage, a lot of the junior coverage. I thought it was actually really cool. It was.
He brought his own sound effect.
Fuck, I've
He's
lost
got out his kids' toys.
I am 10 minutes into this fucking show and I've lost control over it. I did watch that. I want to say congratulations to a lot of the juniors from the Spokane area. They took a team over, that school lacrosse team, and they took a team over. And they didn't, they weren't on the front, but those kids, I thought it was so cool to see that. And the fact that you could watch, the 13, 14-year-old kids, and it was pretty cool to see some of that. I talk a lot about on the show how I'm worried about the state of cycling, but cross is definitely not suffering. There are a lot of kids on that. I watched the Masters coverage, a little bit of that. I want to call out a friend of the show, Joe Anchondo, who I think got 11th in his Masters category. Way to go, Joe. I want to talk about the end of the reign of Katie Compton. Clara Hunsinger taking the Stars and Stripes away from her after 15 years. Katie Compton has won that title for 15 years straight. She got third this weekend. And I heard some complaints from people online talking about the fact that the commentators were talking so much about Compton losing, they weren't talking about Hunsinger winning. Jack, you just rolled your eyes on an audio
she's
podcast.
won 15 years in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, that's news.
Yeah.
It would be newsworthy.
I think Katie Compton's a stud. I think it's awesome, but I also think it's kind of cool that we've got somebody who can challenge her. I mean, how long can you continue to dominate at that level?
15 years.
Yeah.
That's
a
amazing.
long time. Yeah.
There's only one cyclist has had world championships consecutive, and I think it started in 1901 on the track. A guy, he had 16 consecutive. Other than that,
Wow.
no other cyclist, I think, even in the world for national championships. So that's pretty darn impressive.
was that like Urs Fuller or something like that?
I can't remember his name, but
I listened to her commentary or her interview afterwards, and
Katie?
she was just like, man, that's so cool that
Really?
and she said she just felt like shit, just didn't feel.
She's got some allergy issues, too,
Yeah,
that I
she
know
has
sometimes hit her.
She
Asthma.
just didn't have
wow.
the day she thought she would, and it just came up at the wrong day.
Well, I got another one for you. She could be Clara's mom almost. So she's not going to come off the line as fast as somebody like that. And I think that this year, if you're going to win, you got to be fast off the line, because that run up comes in pretty soon, more or less.
Yeah.
So, the selection happened pretty early.
It looked horrific. I know.
Yeah.
I know that cross is just so romanticized right now, and everybody's just loving it. And I would love to go. I would have loved to have gone and watched. But I have to say, watching the footage this weekend, there is no fucking way I wanted to be out there racing in that. It looked muddy. It looked cold. It looked wet. And maybe I'm
It
just.
was like 38 degrees
Was it?
and raining, I think.
It just doesn't look fun anymore. And I know that a lot of people who are listening to this podcast going, dude, you're a cyclist, drop your other testicle. But man, it just doesn't look fun to me. I don't know why. I've done it a couple times. I mean, I've raced cross, not very efficiently, but I think those days are gone.
You own a cross bike.
I do.
Yeah.
So you think the numbers are up with cross?
I don't have any statistics to back
Logan
up what
Owen,
I'm
I
saying.
heard an interview, not your interview,
Yeah.
but somebody interviewed him on another podcast, and he thought the crowds were small. I mean, the participants were low, and he credits to gravel being so big.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you on that.
So
Yeah, it's gonna bridge gravel and road and mountain bike.
Yeah.
I mean, it always has. I guess it always has, but it's gonna grow.
And as I always hate to say it about parenting these days, parents feel much more secure if little Johnny's on a 5-mile loop inside of a
that's true.
regional park and he's not.
Totally legit.
Yeah.
And
That's
there's
so
programs, all these junior programs like School of Cross or RAD or University or Cycle U combining with RAD. They have huge numbers.
Yeah.
And Cycle, the local one, School of Cross. I almost called it School of Rock. That's kind of anyway. They actually
they rock.
I think they missed an opportunity there.
Yeah, they actually. I heard today had given all their riders new bikes or bikes. Made sure everybody
School
had
of
a cross
Cross
bike.
did?
Yeah, everybody had a cross bike. Not that they were new, but they all had cross bikes. I think the past few years they've had some mountain bikes out there and just having fun in the park.
I did see some
Got a
kids
little
on flat bar bikes in the feed. But they weren't School of Cross kids, I don't think.
I remember seeing that Facebook post though of every single person was able to ride a cross specific bike, and that's I mean that's really cool, especially for the growth like we're talking about.
Absolutely.
And your old cross bike, Jackson, was sold to one of the School of Cross kids. I have yet to see it in action in any Instagram photos or anything like that, which makes me really sad. It does. It makes me
I thought
really
your
sad.
voice cracked. It made me sad.
Well, I had to burp.
It did. Yeah.
It was
I
a
had to
burp.
but I didn't want to burp into the microphone. I don't want to be Billy Joel over here, and my microphone smells like a beer. But it was, it was cool to see. I liked watching it. I think the venue really held up. I think it was worthy of a true national championships. I sent you guys all a YouTube clip from
hilarious.
the elite men about,
And it worked. That's strategy there.
yeah, the guy who went on to win, going out of bounds for a few seconds through the tape, back onto the course through the tape. This tape was stringing through on his bike, and he took out one of the other major
The
contenders.
guy comes from behind.
Yeah.
Catch
Yeah,
him.
but
That's awesome.
there have been a lot of people online. I sound like the president. A lot of people are saying, I don't know.
They're
Could
bad
be.
people.
A lot of people are saying that he should have been relegated for it because you can't exit the course and enter at a different place.
That was the first thing I thought about is like what are going to be the reactions for for the rules is I mean he did technically take out another rider as well by doing it. So
I'll have to look at it.
I was
but
interested about
did he
that.
gain? It's not like he cut the course.
No,
He just
he went
left the
wide,
course.
flying
I mean,
off of a downhill.
How many cross riders leave the course? Like
None.
No, that's not true. They slide under the barriers. They get back up.
Yeah,
I mean,
under the barriers.
yeah, just off-camera corner.
Yeah. Well, that's what
out
this
of
guy
bounds.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
this
shit
guy did.
happens. You shouldn't be disqualified for leaving the course and coming back onto the course.
what if you-
Lance rode down the fucking, right through, took out Jalabert and broke his collarbone. And all.
It wasn't
no.
Jalabert.
No, it wasn't Jalabert. It
Was that was a career?
Yoshi
I mean, that-
Balaki.
Yosheba Balaki
He should have been disqualified from the tour for that.
and
Agreed.
the dope.
I'm going to weigh in here. I was one of the people that thought Lance should have been DQ'd for that move. I'm saying it right now, publicly on a podcast.
Most guys
20 years later.
Yeah, I know. Most guys, a referee would have made sure. I mean, most guys would have got off their bike, cyclocrossed their way back up the hill, got back on the road, and
exactly.
headed
That's
back
what I'm
out.
saying.
You cutting the courses. that was.
I remember back in my ski
Of course,
racing
we were all going,
days,
yeah. Oh,
my ski racing days, you skip a gate, that's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's it.
But what if you come back like he did, and you come back onto the course stringing that tape behind, and you take
That's
out
the right
somebody
thing to
on the
do.
course?
Fuck that. Who cares?
Take him out,
Yeah, take him out.
sweep the knee.
It's just whatever.
I guess
he
you
didn't leave the course. He didn't. If you watch that,
He
Yeah,
stayed.
he
He
did.
stayed inside the tape.
Yes,
the
he
tape
did.
was on
That's
the other
true.
side of his body.
He moved the tape, but he was inside the tape.
Are you sure? Because I could have sworn he broke
No.
the tape high, came back through, and then broke the tape again. He broke the tape
I gotta
twice.
watch that.
So I think he caught it on the
actually-
shoulder,
I was-
went
I was-
around.
I was watching this on Zwift, and I sent thought waves
while Zwifting.
that were so strong
Thought
that
waves.
the stake moved over, and he actually stayed on course. The tape moved because of my sheer willpower.
Is Zwifting a verb now?
Yeah.
Is it in
Should
the
be.
Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's
So-
not
so
in the
I
Urban
do
Dictionary. It is.
It's farting into a glass.
I did hear. No, that's Rolfing.
Oh no.
No. Rolfing is a
Zwifting, I
beautiful
guarantee.
thing.
Zwifting is something you see. Yeah. No. Anyway.
I'm thinking of Rolfing, and I know I gotta keep.
What? Karsten,
Sorry.
He's got it.
are you playing video games or something?
Yeah.
Hey, Karsten.
Yeah.
That's Paul.
You're dumb.
That's me.
No, I also heard something on the coverage, and I'm not going to get into the whole ripping the coverage apart because I think it was awesome that we had live commentary of all these events, and so I'm not going to bash on anybody. But there was one ongoing theme that I kept hearing Dave Toll talk about was this Oregon versus Washington rivalry.
Non-existent.
Thank you.
That was one of the reasons that I was so anti
How old's that guy?
on this thing. Like, that was bullshit, really.
That's so 1989.
Yeah.
That's when the rivalry ended.
Yes, that's when it.
When the Supersonics left Seattle.
Yeah. Something
Pretty
like that.
much. Yeah.
Because I heard him talking about that, and I was just going, "What the fuck?"
Is it like Oprah versus.
Maybe he's talking about the
WSBA?
Sounders and Timbers,
yeah,
I don't know.
that's
Now
a
that's
rival.
a
That
right,
is,
yeah.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
and he's confused between soccer
Timbers
and
suck.
cycling. I don't know.
I mean, from someone
When he said that the first time, the Northwest heaved a collective groan.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Like,
Yeah.
it's non-existent. That's it's not a thing.
Maybe he's been out of cycling for 20 years and like thought
Pretty
it was
much.
still a thing.
Dave? No, he's an announcer extraordinary. What were you saying,
Oh,
Jackson?
I mean, for someone who is both from Washington and lives in Oregon, whenever I'm like, oh, I'm from Washington, I mean, no, I'm never getting like, oh, God,
They high
really?
five
Oh,
you.
fuck you.
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
go home.
Great.
Cherry
I'm
tree
gonna
chopper.
add though, there is a Northwest versus the rest of the world thing.
Oh, fuck
That's-
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
screw those
Well,
guys.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jack,
Glad
you
we
got
agree.
the Seahawks in.
Yeah.
Congrats, everybody drink at home. Jack got to mention the Seahawks. So, continuing on with news, speaking of cyclocross, did anybody see the footage of this weekend's men's elite at, I'm going to pronounce it horribly, Dravencross?
I mean, you're talking about the dog?
The dog. There was a dog that got onto the course and
Hell yeah.
covered a shit ton of distance. It looked like he was nipping at Matthew
He was going
Van der
after
Poel.
riders.
Yeah. I don't know if he was nipping at him or biting him or just like going, hey, let's fucking play. This is great.
What I thought was pretty cool, because it obviously got away from somebody, because the leash was still on it. And I
Yeah.
swear one of the riders tried to grab the leash, and I'm thinking that could go really
that's gonna
bad.
go
Or,
so
yeah.
or you
yeah.
go very fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The dog was hauling
yeah.
out.
There's people reaching over the the barriers trying to grab that leash
Wow.
and stuff. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Makes it exciting.
Here's my follow-up question. Do pets belong at bike races?
Do they belong in runs?
No.
I feel like that's such a large amount of people, especially in this
Take away
situation.
a third of the population.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At bike races?
Yeah. People go to Home Depot with their fucking dog.
I know, but
They go to the grocery store.
I understand you want to. I guess a lot of people are. What did he say?
It's something. He's
It's
got
the
something
worst
going
sound
on.
effect. Karsten's sitting
He bought
in
one
his
for,
own
like-
little fold-out card table studio. Going,
Fuck you guys. I got my own now.
He went to the joke store. It's got a push
it
button.
just sounds like an Austin Powers bobblehead. I don't I know that probably the mentality is we're going out for a day out in the woods. It's a beautiful area. It's open. There's grass. I'll have my dog on a leash. And then you got these guys who just start pounding beers and or can't control their own dogs. This dog looked like a pup. It was a young dog, and it just got away from the owner, obviously. But I see it. I don't see it at road races as much. I see it at a lot of mountain bike races, and you got to know it's going to be a part of the gravel scene. But I think it's ridiculous that people think it's a place to bring their dogs.
I'm a dog lover, and I
I
don't
am
see a
too.
problem with it. But if you're taking an animal, you must pay.
You definitely should bring goats. Goats belong at cross races for sure.
Anyway,
No, me too.
but I think in Europe, dogs go everywhere.
Have you ever had a goat?
Yes, I was raised on a farm.
I had goats.
so
Have you had a goat?
They stink.
No, I haven't had a
Well,
goat.
You said you hate goats.
I have
I
running
said
water.
I hate goats.
Why the hell would you
I-
bring
I
a
hate
goat
goats.
anywhere either?
I have electricity in my house and running water. I don't need a fucking goat.
This is going way in the weeds now.
It is. It's completely off
Deep
the wheels.
in the weeds. I was raised around a farm, and we used to take our goats for a walk.
Yeah. See.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
But you hate goats.
I don't like goats. They
Jackson,
stink.
you
I
hate
love
goats.
goats.
I don't hate goats, but I just like, why would you put a goat on a leash and bring it to a cross race? I feel like that's just
Badass.
But it's a goat. It's a barnyard animal.
We made the run up a little wider because
Yeah.
our goats ate all the blackberries. So Matthew Van Der Poel, back to cycling, his winning streak ended at 35 races
wow.
in a row. Toon-Aerts finally beat him.
You know what they say? Go
Can you
ahead.
guys hear me?
Yeah. Now we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add here that I discovered that on
Zwift.
no Skype that there's a subtitle function. So if you turn it on, it like everything gets transcribed. So this whole conversation about goats has been fantastic. Like I'm saying, it's been so meta. Basically,
Meta,
Jackson
you hipster.
loves goats.
Jackson loves goats. Is that what it said?
Yep.
I can't
Jackson
find where
loves
to turn it on.
goats, and
Because he kind of said, "Well, I really don't have anything against goats."
no, and Dave Toll is from another planet. So we're I'm establishing some things here.
He's filtering.
Just in his own little
filtering it
world.
through Twitter.
He's just in his own little world.
Yep.
Too much technology.
All
for
right,
you.
enough about cyclocross. I'm trying to keep this show on topic. My next news topic was the release of multiple pro team kits for 2020. We already discussed last week the Bahrain Merida,
Right.
not Merida, McLaren kit.
Yeah.
Jackson put his hand to his forehead.
Yes.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just so much like weird orange and weird blue and
You know what it reminds me of? Will Ferrell's character from Blades of Glory. Look it up. when the flames come out of his hand. I'm not the only one, right?
I
You
know.
guys see
Yeah,
it
I know
now.
what you're talking about.
Holy shit! It just popped into my head while Jackson was talking.
What was the move that they
They
Scissors.
scissored each other, but or something like that. Oh,
did he
man.
have it on then? I think he did.
yeah,
I think he might have.
because they were fire and ice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's
Don't
exactly
wanna
right.
Close my eyes. I think it looks like that. How about the new the Koenig or whatever the fuck Quick Step one?
Yeah, you posted on Instagram or whatever Packfiller did.
Yeah.
Suspenders.
The first time I saw that, yeah, I thought that looks like Castorama.
It does, doesn't it?
I think
Yeah,
it's
it
kind
is.
of cool though.
It is Hitachi. It's the Hitachi kit from like 1989. That's what it is.
Hitachi.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's
Quick Step one? The Quick Step one is blue and white.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Or are
thought
you
were talking
thinking
about
of
never mind.
McLaren?
Bahrain.
Bahrain
Yeah,
McLaren.
I'm thinking about the Marina. The Marina one was the Hitachi kit from like 1989.
Well,
yeah,
that's the Hitachi
sorry.
kit from
Yeah.
1989.
If you're
except
looking
for-
on YouTube right now, I'm holding up the Rive kit that was our homage to the Hitachi kit.
no checkerboard.
Oh,
the
it was
checkerboard
Rive.
was
Solid lines.
Whoa.
Still got the
Like,
number.
Still got a number on there.
Yeah.
Was it wasn't Arrive some like Cat 5 club? From,
Yeah,
like like Moses
we're
Lake.
gonna
You
win
know what?
Masters Nationals in the 65
Like-
plus
At
category.
least we didn't look like a fucking popsicle.
Yeah, yeah.
that Schwinn kit. I'm telling you, man.
That's like blue raspberry.
So I don't mind it. I think it looks okay. I just don't think it's anything to write home
not
about.
as
Blue and
bad.
white is about
Yeah.
as God, I don't know. It's boring as shit.
I think it's more exciting though than last year.
Do
All
you?
blue. And
Yeah.
I was just kind of bored because when they were like releasing 2017 to 28 or 2018 to 2019, I was like, well, this is the same kit twice.
Yeah.
So
How about the new Education First? AEF First. I hate how they are redundant with that. It's got almost
I love it.
a swirl, kind of a checkerboard kind of thing going on now.
It's got like lightning bolts like coming up the side is what it looks like to me.
You love it?
I think it's super cool.
I think the kids love the pinks.
I just like the team though too. So
Do you?
they can do something.
Paul, Jack,
See it.
you don't give us. You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I didn't get to see any of these.
We got
I
your
missed.
phone right in front of you. Carson, you seen it?
Nope. I just saw what's his name racing today in his EF kit or yesterday.
Logan.
Alex.
Logan.
Oh, Logan. Yeah, he was probably
Yeah.
wearing it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That was respectable, really. Like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Sudal Lotto's got a new kit. It's a little darker, more red and black.
With the black on the top and
Yeah.
it's red on the bottom
Yeah.
panel. It's actually pretty cool.
I do like
Yeah,
it
I
too.
like it.
And then finally the Israel Startup Nation, which is a very busy jersey. I don't know if you guys have seen
No,
it.
I've seen it.
It's white with a light blue kind of stripe in the middle. but
Israeli
there's-
flag is what it is.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh.
So,
Sorry. Yeah,
yeah.
that's duh on my
Yeah.
part. But it's got a lot of sponsors on it.
Lots.
So it's one of those. It almost looks like one of those old smaller Italian teams with
Plastered all
everybody
over. Yeah.
pays for something. So, are you guys
Oh,
looking?
that's much better.
Yeah.
I
Which
that.
one?
Yeah, the,
The
EF.
EF.
The new
EF
EF
looks
first?
better. Yeah,
Really?
I mean, I think it looks better.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it looks better, but I
don't think it's great.
great. Yeah, me either.
But it's
That pink pays bills, man.
yeah.
That pink
Yeah.
definitely pays bills.
Yeah.
You guys ready for my my last news story?
I'm ready.
Okay, my last news story. I'm going to read you the copy directly, and it's great that you gave me that hand gesture, Jack, because
Ready.
just in time for Christmas, finally, and this is true, you can masturbate on your Peloton.
Oh, is that why?
Between class prices and the exorbitant cost of having a home spin bike, indoor cycling is the great luxury of the decade. Thankfully, a new invention has come to add more tangible value than toned thighs and reduced risk of heart disease to the daily exercise routine. Just in time for the holidays, porn company Cam Soda has released the O Seat. A soft bike seat cushion that includes a pocket to hold the rider's vibrator of choice. Yeah. According
Put
to
that
the
on my road bike.
According to the New York Post, the O Seat, which comes in 3 different colors, isn't just for masturbating on the privacy of one's at-home stationary bike, but can be debuted in spinning classes and attached to road racers and mountain bikes. A perfect stocking stuffer for that one friend who has trouble fitting both mountain biking and their masturbation schedule. The seat
So
retails.
wait. We could do this while doing this podcast. We could all.
We should
I'm just
test it.
saying.
Yeah.
Just think
Did
about
you
it.
get that from the Onion?
The seat retails at $29.99 and sadly does not come with a vibrator. But for that price, there should be one for the package. Cam Soda does, however, recommend the Lovesome Lush vibrator. Okay, enough. There we go. But this is genuine. This is a product that has been released for the people who own Peloton bikes. And personally, I love that it is associated with an alternative or an addition to your Peloton bike. So if you're spending $4 fucking grand on a bike, you might as well enjoy it all day and all night.
So the
Can't be a
commercial,
very good
the
saddle
commercial,
for $49
the Peloton commercial,
Yeah.
where she's like,
She'd be much more
would she
thankful.
would she
She'd
have
sell a
looked
lot of
happier?
saddles.
I bet she would.
She'd sell a lot of saddles.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. Hey, asshole! What am I not fit enough for you? It would be. Oh,
I don't
thank
need you anymore.
Yeah, I can finally enjoy myself because you have never been able to be up to the task.
My mind is just blown right now. Like, at what point are you like
Blown.
But like,
You said blown.
Father-son joke.
but at like what point are you like, I'm really missing out on what everybody else has been talking about?
Well,
Like,
has
Peloton.
has anybody ever run into the moment where you've reached the level with your girlfriend where they just say, you know, you spend more time with your bike than me. Now you
Yes.
can. Now you can.
Yeah. That's my divorce.
I don't know if I don't. I'd have to see this thing in action. Just
I don't know if I have to see it in action.
I might have to.
No.
Jack's leaving. No,
No.
I'm simply saying this. You got to hear me out. I'm simply saying this because I wonder if this is strictly a male device or if this is a female device. I'm thinking it's a female oriented.
I would say
This is
female,
female
vibrator.
only.
Yeah, I'm guessing female
Yeah.
only because
It's directly.
yeah, pressure points alone would not allow me to enjoy any of this thing.
I can't believe this is what the topic is.
That wasn't the topic.
No,
I
this
just
is
wanted
the
to bring
whole
that one
night.
up.
Oh, yeah.
So much for a legitimate
awesome.
podcast.
Yeah.
You know what?
Stocking stuffer.
Fuck you, people. I bet you're going like, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait, there really is.
What was the name of that company again? Cam Soda.
Cam soda. It's like
Your
pork.
stockings are gonna have a very weird shape on Christmas morning.
No doubt.
Be like this.
It's moving. It's wiggling.
How do you get the gun?
I think we can just Dremel a hole in the old Concord for you, Paul.
So this time next year, the challenge is a lot different.
Yes, yeah. So don't.
I'm not losing.
So you better,
No way.
I am
Get
not
your-
picking Richie
Yeah.
Port.
Get your.
No way.
Oh my God. So Jackson is still on this call?
Jackson's
he
right
left,
here.
yeah.
He's here in person.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my boy.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in college now.
That's true.
Does anybody have any Christmas wish list things that you would just completely die for? We are just a little over a week from Christmas. Next week, the show is actually. I'm going to curse it by announcing the fact that tomorrow I get to interview Peter Stetna and talk to him about his gravel career. So that's going to be the show we air next Monday. So that'll give us our Christmas vacation. So I thought I would throw it to the panel about what they all want for Christmas this year, and it's got to be cycling related. And it doesn't necessarily have to be
Cam.
Can't be a new pair of
a
running.
Cam Soda seat. Oh, seat.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I love throwing this
Perfect.
shit at you guys at the last minute. Yeah. Christmas, Karsten, do you have any cycling related Christmas items? And you could potentially plug your own job.
No, I'm not going to do that. I will say
want a new
that
giant.
in the late 80s, there were some Cinelli
Spinach.
print ads with some Italian women that were highly questionable and sexist. I find highly offensive. However, if one of them decided to reach out to me and
Or reach around to you?
Oh my god!
as a
They're
as a
probably
complete-
60 now, Karsten. You got to remember.
Pretty much. That's
They were in
okay.
their 20s.
That's okay.
Then.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
As a completely woke male, if one of
Whoa.
them decided to reach out,
Whoa, you've been following Chuck D and Instagram. You got to be woke. I'm so impressed with you, Karsten, right now.
anyway,
Jesus.
so what? A phone number for a Cinelli model from 1989. There we go.
Wow.
It's very abstract.
All right.
Oh, I thought you were just wanting like the poster.
No, he wants the number.
Oh, I have that right now, actually.
And he's sitting on the O saddle.
I found a stack of
Yeah.
It's on my ceiling.
Sorry, Jackson.
No.
It's on my ceiling. Oh no!
It's
Just like that, we became shock radio.
Yeah.
you are loved.
Oh god. Anybody else want to bring us out? Jackson.
Yeah,
What do you want for
I
Christmas,
do.
big guy?
Yeah, he hasn't been out yet to shop. So what do you want?
I want a new POC Arrow, like kinda Arrow helmet. and cold weather cycling gear. I have frozen my little toesies off every single time I have ridden recently, and I'm not loving that. So leg warmers, shoe covers, some nice gloves, that kind of stuff.
What was the name of the POC helmet? Do you recall specifically?
It was.
I'm not asking for that reason.
Here, they want me to write this down. I got you right here.
It was like the POC Aero Spin.
POC Aero Spin.
I think
Is that what EF Education rides? Yeah.
that is. Yeah.
Do they do that in all the stages?
I have noticed because my girlfriend and I have talked about when I want something, I become rather obsessed with it. To the point where YouTube has to suggest other videos to get me away from my weird obsessions.
Ventral air
I've gone
spin.
down those rabbit holes.
Is it
Is it the ventral?
Is
air
it the one
spin?
that's kind of covered on the top and?
They came out with it
ventral
last year.
It might
Yeah.
be the ventral spin.
But yeah, I know that EF predominantly runs that one. I see it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it from Alex.
Oh, okay. I
House
see what you're talking about. It's a little bit more covered in the back than it is up front. Pretty good size vents up front.
Yeah, not too worried about the whole head getting warm because those vents are they're POC vents, so they're huge.
It's designed. If you look, there's like exhaust holes out the
Yeah.
back, so it passes through those big holes.
They are ugly as fuck. I'm saying it right now.
He wants it in pink and blue.
Yeah.
I love it. I've got a big head, but I love it. So
I'm looking at the vents here, and I should have brought it up on the computer.
You have your dad's
on the
head.
Computer.
yeah, I've got a 5 7/8 hat.
Oh
so
my God.
7 5/8.
7 5/8.
Yeah,
Thank
not
you.
5 7/8. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. And superb ventilation, high quality feel and construction, and unique aesthetics, and large form factor can swallow some heads. It says so. It's a little mushroomy.
Whoa.
Swallow
head.
Shit.
We got a theme going on, and I'm not
It's
comfortable.
the O salad.
The O saddle. We were talking about the O saddle.
And warm gear,
Yeah.
waterproof. You don't have shoe covers.
Don't have shoe covers. Don't have leg warmers. Don't have
Yeah.
Dad, are
correct gloves. I've got
You get your dad's
gloves.
hand-me-downs.
Nah.
Not anymore. Now that we placed the kit order. By the way, thanks to Panache.
Yeah.
I got to thank them a couple more times because they were pretty cool.
That's soon.
They didn't
isn't
sponsor us. Yeah, it should be coming really soon.
I'm so
What?
excited.
This show has gone bad. Dismount Dave just texted me, and he gave me his Christmas list, and I'm not going to tell him over the year.
Oh my God! Does it have anything to
gone
do with Belgian women?
Totally, yes.
Nice. Send your Christmas list into Pat.
Dave, you should be here live with us, man. Get in the car. I have another mic we can just hook up and get him before he comes in. Jack, do you have any Christmas presents? What are you hoping for from Santa under the tree? A bike made in the last decade?
Yeah, plastic bike. I call them plastic bikes. Is that offensive, Carson?
Nope.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Can I get a
'Cause
good
it's
deal on a
true.
Giant? Because I am riding a 2004 aluminum bike with carbon. What kind of deal can you get me?
That I like about the bike industry. You probably hear it all the time, Carson. It's like all your friends. Hey, what kind of deal can you get me?
Deal? Can I have a pro deal, Carson? I might race
I'm
this
a
year.
pro.
A couple Twilight Series races.
Isn't that what every shop
Yeah.
has to hear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I worked there.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a
Bike
pro
shop.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. What's funny is most of the time it comes from people who make on this
A lot of
on
money.
this call. Come on.
What?
Like
He's taking a call.
most of the time, I get it comes from a doctor or a
Yeah.
lawyer.
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
penny pinching
or
motherfuckers.
somebody.
Triathlete.
It's
Yes.
ridiculous.
Triathletes that make 6 figures a year.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, can I get a pro deal?
Never heard of hair, body hair, kind of those kind of.
That,
and,
yeah.
and the pro deal is never enough.
Oh.
Never
God.
enough.
Wow.
It's crazy. Sorry, I'm just venting. Live.
Cock knockers.
Yeah.
Carson, what do you want for Christmas? It's got to be
told
something.
you.
Oh, you already told
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Paulie,
Well, I already got my gift.
what?
What is it?
I'm going to
I
Belgium.
have a set computer.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's your present?
Yeah. My wife and I have never buy each other presents. We've never ever because our birthday's in January,
Oh.
and so and then course, we were paupers in the early days, so we just spent all our money on the kids, and we just kept it going, and it's kind of cool. We don't have any stress at Christmas time, but
But don't you have like grandkids to buy for?
yeah, we had to buy grandkids
lot
stuff,
of-
and
lot of-
and then we don't buy anything for the kids. We just throw them money now.
Yeah.
So what do you want, Pat?
I
What do
would
you want,
like
Pat?
I would like a good rain jacket that isn't clear, that makes me look like a garbage bag.
You still wear a clear rain jacket?
I still wear a clear rain jacket.
I do too.
It's from the Sufferfest years. Dave McQuillan got me. They were getting rid of them because nobody wore extra
So
larges.
you got like 10 of them.
Extra larges.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you think about it, right?
Yeah, you put some clothes under
You
it
go
too,
through Sufferfest, and you're thinking, hey, look at this product. I don't
Why
need
would I
extra
have a
large
jacket
anymore.
for a fatty? Yeah, yeah. So
just
they were the ones that they had left.
Yeah.
And so he thought to himself, who can I call?
Pat.
Bulger's a fat cow. Let's give it to Bulger.
A couple old
Pat,
ladies.
I'll give you a deal. You can ride around with my logo, for,
Oh.
you know, and it's a good jacket, but it's clear, and I feel I don't like the clear anymore. So I do want one of those Gore shake dry jackets.
Yeah.
They're like $300,
Yeah.
but they're gorgeous.
Have you seen the ones that are like a mix between the soft shell and the hard shell? They're like,
No.
yeah, it's like so you can not be as like warm, but they're also keeping the weather out. I mean,
Wow.
obviously you're gonna get wet somehow, but
Wow. Oh.
but it's only like a torrential downpour.
Yeah. And I would like something like that. And I would like, and I mean this, no offense to you, Carson, but I would like a helmet that matches my kit. I've got a. I
Black or
love,
white.
I have loved that helmet. That helmet has been a really good fit. It's a good ventilation. I'd like something that is a little bit more neutral.
Orange.
No, not orange. That matches my bike. My bike is orange, but my helmet is blue.
He's talking about the new
light-
Packfiller
a
Arrive.
And
kit.
the recent Bike Town episode in Seattle, the guys were flipping me shit because I
Yeah,
had
they
a
were.
black and green
They were.
kit on and a blue helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, and you
That
didn't.
is, that's fugly for sure.
Yeah, thanks for the deal on the helmet, Carson.
Deal. I think I gave you the. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
You did. It was a deal.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
it
the
was
deal.
a super
That's what
deal.
you're saying.
No, I love you, man, and it's like I said, it's a great helmet. Craig Undam, actually, as soon as I got it, I took a picture of it, and he was like, "Worked for me. I won national championships on it."
Yeah.
What the
He
fuck?
did.
In
Yeah.
blue?
Yeah, blue, same color, same color.
What color was
So-
his kit?
Blue?
Oh, well,
No.
that
So,
works.
Pat Bolger, because you have such an amazing chin
Large head.
and a wonderful broadcast voice, I will arrange for you to get a helmet that matches your bike. Now,
No,
Not
not the
my
bike.
bike,
The kit. The
not
kit.
my
The
bike.
kit. The kit.
Thank you, but
Not my bike.
however,
However?
I'm going to put this out there to the rest of social media land that it ain't going to make you any faster.
it's not going to
You
make
didn't
me
even
any
say it.
faster.
Oh, it's not gonna be.
Nope.
I know it won't. I just want to look cooler.
Like the O saddle.
Oh, Jack's pointing to my saddle with a cutaway in it and asking if it's an O saddle. I don't know. Let's go for a
Cam
ride.
soda, it says on the side.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
Cam soda.
And so,
We got to put that on the kid of shame. The shit of came.
Oh my god!
that, well, we'll just cut it into that.
Cam soda
Cam soda.
This is our new guinea pig.
Forever
or gerbil.
paperweight. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, now we're bringing out the gerbil.
This is not a family program.
No,
here.
not this time. Not this time.
Okay.
The
I had to
Richard
take a
Gere
moment there.
Gerbil
No,
special.
Richard Gere jokes. All right, you guys. So we got our Christmas lists. We got Jack. You did want to talk about races and putting on races. Did you have any grand
What? I thought you guys were
spouts of?
talking about a crit. Is that
We
too
are.
early? What's going on with that? You guys were
I
really...
kind of dropped the ball, and you just turned that knife that's in my back, and it hurts so bad.
Well, what can I help you with? Because I like this kind of stuff. So
Well, we'll talk after the show.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
We don't
we
need to talk
will.
about it during the show,
Yeah.
I don't
but
have.
we could.
I don't have a theme song for this week's trivia, and I feel really bad about it for the
You
categories.
don't have a song on that.
Well, I
damn
can
thing?
do, something
Frothy?
like this.
Then you could get Carson in on this. Yeah. You ready, Carson? Are you still on?
I'm here.
I don't even know what that was. He's got a little fucking kid's Fisher Price jukebox in front of him or something. That's just,
See, look,
I was in an office supply store and I bought this black box that says emergency affirmation on it with a smiley face. And when I push the button, it does this.
Oh my God! Wow.
That's all it does.
you are
I
awesome.
just see.
Yeah.
Why
And you needed that?
I need it all the time. Don't
Okay.
you?
well,
Well,
Now
I
that
didn't.
I think
I didn't
about it.
race for Rainbow Schwinn. So I don't.
Oh, you sure didn't.
No.
all right. I should have got out my Christmas music, but I was too late to the table. So, gentlemen, tonight's first round of Packfiller Trivia is first of all sponsored by our friends at Gooder Sunglasses, Gooder Eyewear, Gooder Fashion, Gooder Stud, Gooder.
I haven't gotten mine, by the way.
I know they're still sitting here, but I have not given them away. I promise, Karsten. Your Packfiller swag and your Gooders are still here. I promise. I swear.
You have to come up and get them, and
Yeah.
then race me down Mount Spokane with your
Yeah.
disc brakes.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
that.
you
Yeah,
pussy.
yeah. You got to get a road bike.
bitch.
I have one.
Especially now.
You have a road bike
That'd be
now?
a good time to do that.
I do.
Carson,
You just got a new
This
road
breaks.
Disc brakes, road
Dude,
bike.
Paul, it's on. It's
Okay.
on.
Right on.
bike right now.
It's on. So when can we do this? Hold on. So this
Bullshit.
it's on. It's
So-
okay. We can talk about this now. I finally have a road bike.
Okay. Okay, Carson. Here's what we'll do. I know
Okay.
you have to make a trip in the springtime, right?
Yeah. When
Okay.
when is that in Spokane? Is that like August?
So much for the Oregon versus Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
Used
is
to be a
Mount
Washington
Spokane
guy.
is a ski resort, so I think in May. When do you make a trip in the spring?
They'll shut their doors in April.
This time, this far out, I can make it in May. That's fine.
I want to see
Okay.
you guys do it when the gravel hasn't been cleared from the road after the
It's
ski
awesome.
season.
Just to see
yeah,
Randy
that's
Blaylock go
awesome.
down there. I chased him down the hill, and he was
Yeah.
two-wheel sliding down.
Oh, yeah.
And laughing with his flat top and no helmet.
No helmet.
Hairnets.
I want a
Hold
hairnet
on.
again. Do they still sell them?
Let's make this. Let's take this to another level. Let's
Oh,
do this
Jesus.
with
Hairnets.
hairnets and wool.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yes.
Okay, I'll raise your one.
You're
Naked.
dumb.
Naked
Naked?
Wool is
Okay, I can't.
on a cam sat, a soda.
First of all-
soda saddle. An O saddle. Brought to you
should-
by your friends at. I don't know.
Brings a whole new definition of pack filler.
Oh,
I just insulted my own brand. So since we're holding off trivia, even though we're late into the show, I honestly think this needs to be put out there again, because last time we all know that I love you, Karsten, but the ball was in your court when it fizzled out.
He dropped the ball.
But we did get a great show out of the punishment episode out of it. So you're saying on both live and on tape that May.
Bloomsday weekend.
no, because there's a
Blue
race.
Seal- oh,
There's a
perfect.
race. Nope,
Yeah, let's
nope.
do that.
There's a
Yeah.
race in Wenatchee. I plan on doing on that day. So
Do you have a
Bloomsday's the
urinal
first weekend in
the
May.
bathroom in the basement? You got a urinal down here?
Nice.
No.
He's got a big gulp over there. You can
Big gulp.
kind of dump it in.
The
Yeah.
bag. Okay.
Is this gonna?
All right. So Mother's Day weekend, the 10th.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm sure his wife
Jesus.
would just
There's
give
a
a
story
shit.
I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
share someday about the Mother's Day massacre, and it has
Yeah,
me
that's a good one.
involved with cycling, and it was bad.
That is speaking of that. I think that was the
Okay.
last race I tried to put on together with you.
Yep.
Did not go well.
No.
So May.
It's on my calendar now.
Okay.
All Main defeat.
Yeah.
All Main downhill defeat. It's on my calendar.
PMDD.
I will believe it when I see it, but we'll just go from there. All right.
I'm
So
looking forward to it.
the
Really.
first category in trivia tonight is, and I should have had the song. All I Want for Christmas is
Jack.
My two front teeth.
Jack.
an O saddle. Gentlemen, I have in front of me right now 2 holiday gift guides for cyclists. All right, I am going to describe to you, to each and every one of you, the item that is on these holiday
He's
gift
been
guides.
reading Bicycling Magazine again.
One of them is unfortunately from Bicycling Magazine. And I will describe the product to you in as much detail as possible. And what I ask in return is the person closest to the actual retail value. I should have had that from Price is Right. Person closest to the actual retail value wins the point. Do we understand? This is not a speed
And
contest.
not
but the
going
person,
over.
You cannot go over. You may not go over. Carson, do you understand from your end? You are awesome.
Wait.
Our first item is the Silka Maratona Mimimo travel case. Sounds great, doesn't it? With the Silka Mimimo travel case, you can easily pack and store all your gear in one place when it's time to travel. Padded exterior walls and swappable interior dividers keep your gear from getting scuffed and preventing soiled items
We're
from
back to
mingling with clean ones.
Does your bike go
The
in this?
included roll-top bags offer further compartmentalization of dirty gear. 2 exterior handles and a removable strap make toting the Minimo easy from any side.
Jack.
Gentlemen, you don't have to go in speed. Jack, what would you like to say is your price?
$2.99.
Jack says $299. Paul, do you have a bid?
I have a question. Silica making it?
Silka, S-I-L-C-A.
That with the pumps and everything. Yeah, that I'll go with. And it doesn't say what material.
Rubber.
No,
It's rubber.
does not say.
I'll say 235.
$235. Jackson Bulger.
I'm gonna go high and say $330.
$330. Karsten Hagen, do you have a bid?
$20.
Oh, damn it! That's the
Yeah,
zero.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
$100.
Yeah.
And the winner is Karsten Hagen with the actual retail price, ladies and gentlemen, $175.
That was my next guess.
Yeah.
All right, Karsten's on the board.
There's a reason I make a living in the bike industry.
Yeah.
And fuckers all have real jobs.
Yeah.
The next item is the Wahoo Kicker Bike. For a cyclist who's serious about riding indoors, the Wahoo... I should do this in full salesman voice. For the cyclist who's serious about riding indoors, the Wahoo Kicker Bike is the ultimate gift. This training tool incorporates the same technology as the Wahoo Kicker Direct Drive Trainer and offers power measurement claimed to be within 1% of accuracy while simulating climbs and descents of 20% and negative 15% respectively. This indoor bike can be configured to match your road bike fit, and you can even swap in your favorite saddle. Wink, wink.
Oh, shit.
The shifters can also be configured to simulate SRAM, Shimano, or Campagnolo shift action.
Wow.
Of course, the latest indoor cycling hardware is compatible with online training and tracking platforms like Zwift and Strava. Gentlemen, do I have a price? Jackson Bulger, you get to go first on this one.
I'm gonna say that I think it is $1,040.
$1,040. Jack Broadhead.
I'm gonna go against my Price is Right rules and go
Rules.
$3,995.
$3,995. Karsten Hagen.
Well, that one was pretty accurate. I'll just say 4,500, just to
4,000.
I
Just to
kinda
totally
know.
hose Jack out of the way.
But I'm
Paul
the
Main.
low.
$24.99.
$24.99.
$24.
Jackson, what was your price?
$1,040.
Jackson was actually the closest without going over. Ladies and gentlemen, the price is $3,499.99. Everybody else went
No,
over.
2,499.
Oh, I think you said
bucks.
$24.99.
I was joking with the whole.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Sorry,
Damn
Jackson.
it.
Yep.
Next on our price line is the Gore C7 Shake Dry
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Jacket.
high vis jacket.
Oh, the high vis. Oh,
The
yeah, that
C7
changes
Gore Shake
everything.
Dry Viz jacket really does live up to its name. After one of the memorably rainy commute, we simply shook this top to snap off all water, then immediately stuffed it into a pack with dry clothes and a laptop. It's a low bulk, full zip top and easily fits into a cycling jersey pocket when not in use. Karsten Hagen.
He's
Right.
looking it up.
Yeah.
$100.
That's the one
You're
thing.
up first.
Oh, yeah.
$100.
$100.
Well,
Paul Main.
Gore-Tex.
That is $349.
$349. Jack Broadhead.
348.
$348. Jackson Bulger.
A strong 300.
$300. Carson, what was your bid?
$100.
$100. Paul, what was yours?
$349.
Carson wins. It's actually $279.
Wow.
Everybody else went
Yep.
over. All right. There's. I think I got a couple more in this list. Not that one. Not that one. That's sexist.
Oh, we haven't crossed that barrier yet.
No. Yeah. Shit. Well. Okay. Let's go to the true bicycling list. Okay. You guys ready for this? This one's from Bicycling Magazine. The long-standing, ever so excellently written 2019 Gear of the Year. And I'm not being mean. Okay, you ready for this?
Not with that tone, no.
This it's called the No Puncture Tubeless Sealant made by Muck Off. Okay?
How many ounces?
Why don't you just fucking muck off? It is 4.7 U.S. fluid ounces. This long-lasting sealant deserves an award for its deliciously fruity scent.
What?
It's got sex jokes written all over the show tonight.
Jesus.
Deliciously fruity scent in addition to how well it performs. We're digging how robustly it seals tires and quickly fills holes and tears.
How many ounces again?
4.7 ounces, 140 milliliters of no puncture tubeless sealant that apparently tastes good or smells good.
Taste.
Which would actually be nice when somebody in front of you flaps like I did to Jackson.
Yeah.
And
You
it,
could taste you can smell
taste the sealant.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you got a flat. Oh, I can tell.
Yeah, why? Cherry's Jubilee.
Banana Foster.
Jackson Bulger.
I'm gonna go in with $14.99.
$14.99.
Last this time. by the way.
Okay, Paul Main.
I'm going to go $9.99.
$9.99. Karsten Hagen.
We're talking about mock-off stuff.
Yeah, muck off.
Yep. Oh shit. You probably know.
$19.99.
$19.99. Jack Broadhead.
Oh, that's a good hint.
Yeah.
$20.
$20. The winner, without going over, is Paul Main. It is $10 even. $10 even.
I like muck off. This is good stuff. Seriously.
Yeah.
Bike washing.
Tubeless bullshit.
That one's stupid. That one's
Isn't it?
stupid. Who wears those fucking shorts? Those long, kind of baggy shorts? I can't do that. It's a competitor to Gooder. The High Pierce Hypervolt.
What?
It's a recovery tool.
Yeah. You just shock
no.
the shit out of yourself.
Made by Cam Soda.
I wish I had porn music. This self-massage tool is the next best thing to a personal soigner.
What?
I need to play some
Sorry,
music.
say-
Play
hold-
Karsten's
wait,
theme.
Wait. Back
What?
up. Say that again. What is it?
He's all over. He's like, I want this more than the chili.
What's their
poster."
website? This self-massage tool. It's the best thing to a personal soigner.
Yeah.
It utilizes percussive vibration to gently soothe.
What are we talking about?
I'm
here?
reading.
What?
I'm reading, Karsten. Gently soothe sore muscles, increase circulation, and relieve tight knots. One charge lasts over 3 hours. Such a child. And the device packs away easily, making it great for bike trips, adventure weekends.
Mounting in saddles.
The best
All
parter.
Jack needs is 2 minutes. Sorry.
The best part, it is quieter than the competition. So you can truly chill out while you cool down. I'm reading from prepared copy.
Believe it or not, I know what this thing is. It looks like a gun,
you
and
do.
it
It does.
hammers your leg.
It
and
does.
It's just like, yeah.
Yeah. It looks it
Yeah.
looks like a gun meets a drill motor.
Yeah. That's what it,
Who hasn't gone first?
I wonder.
I haven't.
wonder who's
Paul
done the
Main.
drill motor.
I'll go. Is this the base model? Because they have other models.
This I
Wait.
do not
Paul's
know.
got-
This is
Paul's got
this is
one.
purchasable
Guaranteed.
from rei.com.
I will go. Oh man, I think it's about $79.99.
79.
Now we know what's on his Christmas list.
99. I used to have a cash register thing, but I don't think I have a cash register. Jackson Bulger.
$80.
80. Oh,
Yeah.
that's mean. $80. Karsten Hagen.
So, just to be clear, we're talking about a
He's
rechargeable
looking
machine
it up.
Yep.
that lasts for 3 hours.
Yep.
That gives self-pleasure.
Well,
No, recovery,
It's
Karsten.
Recovery, pure. That's all.
Oh, sorry. Recovery. And how much would this be worth?
Yeah, that's
to-
what we're asking you.
A bunch of middle-aged men.
Hey now.
Well, except for Jackson. Sorry. Oh God, I don't know, $1,000.
You were 79.
$79.99.
Jackson was 80.
I got $78.
$78.
I think he won.
Actual retail price $349.
Whoa.
I win.
No, you
No,
don't.
you
You
don't.
don't.
Over. Price is light rules, bitch.
Levels pegged.
I win.
Should have done it in the Cookie Monster voice.
Me happy. Me win. Shit. Me no win. Okay, I'm getting down there. Okay, it doesn't keep this. Oh, it does. The Hip Lock DX. The Hip Lock. All right. When we tested it, the Hip Lock DX stood up to bolt cutters in a hacksaw every bit as well as Kryptonite's popular New York Mini U-Lock. And just at over 1,000 grams, it weighs half as much. Plus, it's easier to carry between stops than most U-Locks, thanks to a clever pants clip. Gentlemen, do I have a bid on the Hip Lock DX?
$49.99.
Jackson says $49.99.
$59.99.
$59.99. Paul?
$45.99.
$45.99.
$1.
Karsten?
$39.99.
Actual retail price at Amazon.com is $89.99. Jack
I finally got some
Broadhead
points.
on the board.
Jeez Louise.
All right, you guys. With as we're getting down to our whittling down, we have current total points with Jack and Jackson at 1 point each, and Paul and Karsten at 2 points.
We suck.
So
Yeah.
is there a chance that we can both tie it?
Yeah.
So you're
yeah,
telling
yeah.
me there's a chance?
So I start the sentence and you'll finish it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pee in that bass drum over there.
Okay, and so I'll wrap it up before Jack pees in my studio.
Well, he might be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might.
Oh, he
You
might
might-
just
you
do
might be
that to warm
cold.
up.
No.
We didn't get the heaters on till late, so that might be the problem. Jack
Yeah.
Jack just needs to warm
There's a heater in here.
warm himself up. All right, gentlemen, as of course, choosing from the 13. Choosing from the 13. I gotta pot that down because that's on the same computer as Karsten. Remember the time
All I'm
when?
saying is check your texts. I'm just saying.
Check our texts.
Yeah,
Carson's sending out pictures.
This is an audio podcast.
I know.
Well, I wasn't included
Later,
on the time.
later, just later.
So the category from the 13, which was, in case you all forget, remember that time when, right? Remember the time when. Gentlemen, remember the time when you attempted to explain an aspect of cycling to somebody, but it failed miserably. I will allow you a few moments to contemplate your answer while I thank our friends from Fit for Hope. Jake and the gang over at Fit for Hope are a great organization, and Jake's been with us from the beginning. These wonderful coasters we have here in the studio that not only have an opener on the bottom, but say, if you can read this, I need another beer. Thank you to Jake and the crew over at the Fit for Hope. If you have an opportunity to get to fitforhope.com, check them out, and it gives you great motivation to get out there and train for something bigger than yourself. There we go, fitforhope.com. Gentlemen, would anybody like to go first to explain? I would honestly say the winner could take it with 3 points. So I will only give 3 points to the person who entertains me the most with a story talking about a time you attempted to explain an aspect of cycling to someone that failed miserably. Would anybody like to?
I so have this.
Carson,
This is
would you like to go first or save your bullets for last?
I'll save it till last, but I win. I already win. Like I'm saying this right now. Like I win this. Go ahead.
Jack, Jackson, or Paul?
Sure.
Jackson Bulger would like to proceed.
So I have a lovely and beautiful girlfriend that
Oh, nicely
Oh,
done.
Really?
but I was trying to explain the difference between 650B wheels and 700C wheels. And so because she's like, why do the tires on your bike look so big? And I'm like, well, this is why. And so we spent a whole hour in the car.
Carson, I'm going to mute you.
We spend the whole hour in the car talking about this, and then we get here, and I'm still trying to explain this, and she can't understand why smaller tires have to go on the smaller rims and all that. And so we get here, and we have to come down to the studio, and I have to actually show her, and she eventually comes to the realization, and this is how it worked in her mind. This is how it worked perfectly. She went, oh, short and fat, long and skinny. That's immediately where her mind made sense of this.
So size does matter.
It's just the most
So-
sexually
Yeah,
explicit
you had
podcast.
to take her to your dad's basement. I mean, wow. He wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
Sorry, Carson.
that was the only way that she was ever gonna get it.
I'm going to call that Jackson's size matters.
I'll let everybody
Okay.
know that my father is writing that.
Yes. We lost Carson. Carson just spit out something out of his mouth. His roasted red peppers that he just made.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just spit all over the place.
Peeled roasted red
Peeled
peppers.
roasted
Yeah.
peppers. Yeah. Jack or Paul?
Go ahead, Paul.
All right. This is a reverse. Somebody had to explain something to me when I first started riding
About cycling. Whoa.
about cycling. This is like just I'm green as green, and somebody invited us to the famous breakfast ride, and I had no clue what it was. So there's a meeting place downtown with
Carousel.
the carousel, which is an old, very nice, beautiful carousel. It's over 100 years old, and then you take off towards Cheney, and there's a sprint line. That's all I knew. I didn't know the route or anything. And as we're going, it's kind of very pedestrian type. And then we hit the first hill, and it's full gas. And I'm chasing. I don't know shit. I'm just like going as hard as I can. And there's this guy in this wool campy shirt with World Championship stripes.
Oh.
Hey, the world
And
champion.
he's like, okay, push harder, harder. He's like behind me. And I'm just dying and dying. And I don't understand pulling through or anything. And he just hung on my tail the whole time. We almost bridged up to the guy that won this breakfast ride thing. And he comes up to me. Mind you, I have no idea about this guy. Everybody has shaved legs. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What am I getting into here? And he says, you know what? I think you and I should do a tandem. I'd be the captain. You'd be a great stoker.
Michael Conley.
And I'm
my
like,
God.
fucking hell, this is like a gay club or something. I had no idea. I wanted to get out of this. I thought bicycling was pretty cool, but shaved legs and some guy wanted me to be
Homophobia
the
just
stoker.
flared
and
out,
he'd be
yeah.
Was there banjo music? Like,
No,
Yeah.
no.
Spokane.
Hippie Harold.
Guy kept
is the
calling
guy's
you Ned
name.
Beatty.
Yeah.
Hippie Harold.
Hippie Harold.
And you had
Remember
no
Hippie
idea
Harold?
what
Well, there's
Harold-
Spinner Lou. This guy had this San Rancho, and he always rode in his 42 because that's what we had back then.
Yeah.
And no matter what, he never got it. His legs were like a sewing machine, but nevertheless, this hippie Harold scared. I almost quit cycling because this guy.
Because of Hippie Harold.
He's got role play. He wants some kind of role play with his
You could be
shaved
my
legs,
stoker,
so.
bitch.
Yeah. So there you go. So it was. Somebody had to explain that. I didn't understand. So
I'm going to call that Paul's fears.
Oh.
And I see, I think Soderbergh's listening live. Brent, are you? If you're still listening live, let me see. Of all of our listeners, yeah, Brent's still on there. So Brent, if you're listening to these, you get to pick the winner. All right, and do it in the chat room on Mixler, Brent. If you're still with us in two more stories, Karsten's begging to go last. So Jack Broadhead.
So the best I can come up with for trying to explain cycling to a person that really doesn't give a fuck and never will. So
why even try
my
and explain?
high school? Well, because it was for a grade.
Okay.
My high school chemistry teacher, Mr. Kromholtz.
Oh yeah.
You remember Mr. Kromholtz?
Kurt.
Total Nazi. He drove an Audi, had the Nazi mustache. Kromholtz. He was so I was headed off.
Jack, what is this shit?
Yeah, exactly. So about December comes around, and I'm headed off to the training center, and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be able to be in class for the next 2 weeks, and then it's Christmas break. I'm going down to. I tried to explain the whole thing about Colorado, and
are you just gratuitously dropping?
I tried. Stop it. I tried to get my homework in advance. Basically, he didn't give a fuck that I was going anywhere, doing anything bigger and better than his chemistry class.
Yeah.
And so I came back, and he did. I did get the school to allow me to take my final post Christmas break, and needless to say, since I wasn't in class, I failed that miserably. He gave me an F for the quarter. I was like a kind of an A/B student until Mr. Kromholtz came along, and he just didn't give a fuck about cycling. So I explained it to him. It just never stuck with him. So Mr. Kromholtz,
I bet
the
he
Nazi.
knows. I bet you things changed once Ulrich. I mean.
Jan Ulrich wins.
Yeah.
Then he's totally he understood
he's
the
like-
motherland.
yeah.
Like let him know
Yeah.
that cycling's okay.
Yeah.
He is a total Nazi. Remember he used to. Well,
I didn't.
He
no.
pulled up in this like red Audi, parked in the back,
Quattro?
in his own.
Was it
oh,
a
yeah.
Quattro?
Oh yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah. Anyway, he hated me for my shaved legs. I did win best legs though.
Did you really?
Yeah, senior high school best legs.
Same
That
here.
Really brought the story home.
Yeah.
Did you really?
I didn't shave.
So
them.
anyway, that's my story about trying to explain to
I
somebody.
would call that
cycling.
Jack's Kromholtz curse. All right, Karsten Hagen.
We're waiting.
First of all, I've got it. I'm gonna. So Jack, you've been to the Olympic Training Center.
Oh. No. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we
Yeah.
go together one year?
We might have all been there at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go,
yeah,
Karsten?
Yeah, Karsten.
I was a permanent
Oh, I've
resident.
been
I
there-
was a permanent
I've been there
resident,
too.
bitches.
Yeah, I was just like trying not to.
Name
drop.
I was a permanent resident the day Eddie B looked at me in the face and said, "Pitt,
Stop crying."
Stop crying.
Stop crying.
Why you cry so much?"
Two by each.
Go eat some meat of some fast animals.
Yeah. Raw meat.
All right, Karsten, let her rip.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
For me, I'm not going to get into details, but of course, it's all about
it's all about
it's
the
all
details.
about a date in college and trying to explain
Your shaved legs.
why I shave my legs and,
And
my
eyebrows.
face and nothing else.
He totally shaved his eyebrows.
That was
Yeah.
it? That was it? That was the whole story?
Well, come on. You haven't
We've
had to
been
do that.
Wait, we're waiting for a punchline.
whole thing?
Dude.
Oh my god!
Wait.
Now,
You're
you know what,
trying to
Carson? I'm
explain
going to
to-
help you out. You have to fill in. Like, give me like,
A
what was
massage.
he? Was he like said, "Get the fuck out of here, you weirdo"? Or
Weren't you trying to get her to give you a leg
The
massage or
whole
something?
story. We've been waiting for him to go last, and the whole story was like, yeah, that time I had to talk to a chick
Anticlimactic.
about my legs.
Okay,
Yeah.
look,
What?
fill it
we
in.
were naked.
So
okay,
anticlimactic.
All right. Okay.
Gonna imagine that.
Yep.
And your legs were smoother than hers.
Yep.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she's like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, see,
This is the early-
I'm
this is the
helping you
early
out here.
90s in Bellingham.
Or you get to that point.
Can
where
I
you-
write your story?
in the middle of the night? You actually rub your leg down hers, and you have too much stubble going on, and you just hear her go, "Fuck!" Because it hurts. It's like running sandpaper down somebody else. It is actually a great way to keep your side of the
Yeah.
bed. Not that I'm
Yep.
speaking from 26 years of marital bliss.
Are the sheets that you have start to pill up because of the stubble?
stubble.
Also, not speaking from experience at
That's
all.
my boy.
Wow.
Brent, I think all the votes are in. If you are still on the chat room, I did see your face on the chat room at Mixler. If you have your choice over Jackson's Size Matters, Paul's Fears, Jack's Crumholt's Curse, or
Nazi.
Karsten's Shit Story.
date, college date.
Karsten's Conundrum.
Oh,
There.
Karsten's
That's a good
Conundrum.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just on the
Wow,
fly.
wow.
Okay,
That's a good one.
I'm gonna check and see if Brenda's voted.
If not, I'll fill in with explaining a story about unshaved legs.
Ladies and gentlemen, without
Yes.
further ado,
Oh.
without further ado, the winner is
Still
He
waiting.
has to check again.
well, I forgot. Paul's Tandem Stoker Story wins the Packfiller
always
Trivia.
wins.
This is the first time that I beat Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever lost.
He
Yeah,
wins
this
all
is-
the
no.
time. Yeah.
Now you know how I
Welcome to
feel.
adulthood.
Yeah.
This is my forever bye.
It's all yeah. He's never coming back.
Yeah, done. One and done.
He's never.
I'm not
coming
gonna
back.
lose
That's it.
ever again. I'm
That's it.
out.
It's no longer bye. It's now bye.
This basement will always be remembered that time that he lost and that he had to explain something to his girlfriend. Yeah, well. Karsten, you gonna be okay?
Oh, I'm good.
All right.
Suck.
All right. Oh my God. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna call this episode. It's either gonna be a fucking train wreck, or it's going to be everything about cycling is dirty
Oh yeah.
because
Size matters.
Size matters.
I'm gonna ask this one, and I'm just gonna be honest. Have I ever been on an episode that wasn't a train wreck? And
Well, I did notice that you were again clanging pans in the background or something
Were you
like
cooking
that.
dinner?
It's like you're Ruprecht from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and you have your pots that you get to bang together.
Oklahoma. Can I go to the bathroom?
Please. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Why does he have the cork on his forks? So, you guys, thanks for all of us coming together and getting this show, I don't know, recorded.
It is a low content. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to find
We
content.
weren't shooting for a lot of quality
Yeah,
this
yeah.
week. There wasn't a
It's
whole lot
hard.
of life lessons coming out of our December podcast.
Cross
today.
gnats.
Yeah, but
and the dog chasing.
Yeah, that was
dog chasing
brilliant.
Matthew Van.
Goats and goats.
Yeah. and
Fucking goats.
with that being said, I'm going to officially stop the bleeding. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Log on, like the show on iTunes. Send us. Oh God, I don't want to say send us your ratings because that might just go to hell in a handbasket.
Not on this episode.
Yeah, but we'll I guess next week we will be coming at you, or I will be coming at you with hopefully Peter Stetna, formerly of Trek Segafredo, now master of all things gravel. There we go. Until next time. Karsten, you there, man?
I'm here.
I'm clear. I'm not clear live. I'm going to clear that out really quickly if I can so people stop listening
Listen
to
to
me
our
live.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh
Love
man.
this, but next time we need like a fucking outline or something.
I had an outline, you asshole.
We derailed
Yeah,
it.
we followed. Well, we got
derailed
way
the
off track on
I
some
write
things.
4 pages of notes for every show. I shit you not.
You got to send them out then, dude.
I
Like,
know. You guys just
we
stick with me.
derail shit like no one's business.
The
It's
O
like,
saddle really just
yeah, that
I lost
fucked
you-
everything
you-
up.
just like a
you
maggot
created that.
buried in my
Actually,
mind.
storm.
you guys don't realize how much that brought the show to life. I am serious. That brought the show
well,
to life.
that's when Dismount Dave He
Start
says,
doing his
okay,
Christmas list.
Yeah, his Christmas list.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that bad.
We're not
He
live
just said,
anymore.
all right.
We're not live
good.
anymore.
Good,
He said,
good.
I saw a
So